This is gonna seem like it came out of nowhere. Uh, Over the course of the last 9 months, we have had twin suns in the stage of final pass balance testing. And we have sat here and tried again to prove that it is or isn't balanced. And we have concluded that we cannot conclude who is winning. And that ambiguity approximates balance at our level. So this army, Twin Suns, which I'm going to walk you through here shortly, should be dead even with the chess army as far as we can tell. And based on previous understandings, that should mean that it's within like 3 pawns. And 3 pawns is a lot, don't get me wrong, that can be completely winning, but it gives both players technically a chance to win out of the opening. It's just really tough. Alright, I'm gonna walk through these pieces real quick. This is the conflagration. It moves 1 square diagonally and captures up to 4 squares away. It can be flame slung. This is the flare. It moves and captures like a knight and can orbit. This is Aurora. She moves like an Amazon, so both a queen and a knight, but captures only like the knight. This is Lilac. She moves like an Amazon, but captures like a queen. And this is a Hearth. It moves and captures to these squares. This is an Ember. It is a barely and a pawn, so it moves diagonally 1 square and captures forward. Its battlefield movement lets it move diagonally backward, as opposed to the chess battlefield movement, which is just sideways. And then special mechanics. This piece and this piece can both be flame slung, which is to say if the king is orthogonally adjacent to them, they can be shot away like a rook as many squares as possible, so that it would always travel to here and capture. This can do the same, and doing so promotes it to a Fireheart, which is technically stronger than an Ember because it is able to capture and move. Well, it's able to capture in all 4 orthogonals and move in all 4 diagonals. It is a downgrade for the conflagration, so normally you want to use the conflagration capture if possible. And notably, that lets you go all the way to the end without instantly having a badass promotion. You just get a little bit of one. But it also makes most of the time, like say the situation was something like this, this means it also comes with tempo. So not only do you get the flame sling, you get the tempo, they have to capture back, and then you do something after. That also directly means that there's something called the machine gun system, where you just try to fire as many embers as possible down one single file off of the king, which is really cool. All right, second main mechanic of the army, orbiting. Orbiting is when one of these 3 pieces, the 2 flares or the hearth, can orbit around Aurora, Lilac, or the king. And that is to go to a rotationally equivalent square non-capturing. It has a bit of a skill ceiling to read, but it is very reasonable. And it's mostly used for quick development. Last thing, the embers on the back rank, when not flame slung, promote to either a flare, a hearth, or a conflagration. And that's the army. And as far as we can tell, this army is dead even with the chess army. And we've been testing it a lot. Twin Suns is in beta. Have a wonderful night.